An overview of Cyanophyte. In this video, I will be discussing about the thallus structure, the reproductive mechanism, and the economic as well as ecological importance of the cyanophytes. I have made another video in which I have discussed an overview about what cyanophytes or mixophytes are and what are the basic structure of cyanophyte. And in this video I will be just discussing the thallus structure, reproductive mechanism, and the importance of cyanophyte. In case you haven't watched the part 1 of this video, I would request you to watch the part 1 of the video first, just to get a overview about cyanophytes. After getting that overview, it will be very much clear to you to see the video which today, the part 2 of this video which I am discussing today. So please watch the part 1 before watching the part 2. Hello friends, I am Mayantika, and in this video I am going to discuss cyanophytes, but I have also made many videos regarding algae and bacteria. So if you have subscribed to my channel, you can go to my channel and watch those videos, or otherwise I'll be putting the link in the description box. So let's start the video. Before I start the video, there is a quiz, a very short quiz for you. The question that what are water bears or moss piglet present in biological soil crust? We all know that in arid desert area, this biological soil crust, they help in stabilization of the soil and prevent soil erosion. This biological soil crust, apart from fungi, lichen, also contain various small organisms, and so in this question is that there is water bear or moss piglet. What is this organism that is present in the biological soil crust? There are 4 options, and if you know the answer, write it in the comment section. Or if you don't know, watch till the end of the video. I'll be discussing the question at the end of this video. Phallus Organization. The cyanophyte, they are either unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular forms are Chlorococcum, Cyanococcus, Anacystis, and Geocapsa. In the colonial form, that is multicellular form, they can be composed either of few cells, that is gliothesis, and or number of cells. This is the Gleocapsa, that is the single celled, and this is the gliothesis, that is containing of 2 or few cells, and this is the Epanothesis, which has more than 2 cells, that is containing of numerous cells. Next is akinete. We see here that akinites, they are formed in chains or singly, just after the heterocyst. Heterocysts, we know that are responsible for the nitrogen fixation. So just beside the heterocyst, the cell next to the heterocyst is develops into an akinete, and akinates can be formed in singly or in chains. This is the example how akinate are formed. And then is the Hormogonia. Hormogonia, this is the example of Hormogonia, where hormogones are formed between here it is between heterocyst, and this chain of few cells can also be formed between 2 necredium, or necredium are the cells that are Necridium are the cells that are dead, and they are filled with fluid, and they in course of time, both the necridia and the heterocytes, they degenerate, and this chain of few cells which are hormogones, they are released. They are carried by water current to far off places, and there they develop another entire filament. So this Hormogonia can be found in Oscillatoria, Nostoc, Stegonema, and in the and then this is the endospore. This is the example of endospore, where inside the cell divides continuously and into a number of cells, and all the cells, they are formed inside the cell wall of the single cell. These are the endospores. And exospores, they are formed by the pincing away of the terminal layer. When the terminal cell, the apical portion of the terminal cell, it dissolves a little bit, and cells are continuously pinched off from the terminal cell, and each cell so pinched off are the exospores. And exospores are found in the chemosiphon, and then is the nanospores. Nanospores are formed just like the exospore, but the size of the nanospore are extremely small, and nanospore are similar to the exospore, but only difference is the size. Then is the Palmyloid stage. The Palmyloid stage it is formed when the cell after division is still it does not move away. It is by copious secretion of mucilage. It is the cells that are newly formed are entrapped in this mucilage and stay there as such till the favorable condition is obtained. On return of favorable condition, the mucilage that is secreted and that actually entraps all the newly formed cells, they dissolve under return of favorable condition, and the cells, they form a new filament. So this Palmyloid stage is very much found in Anabaena. The ecological and economic importance of the cyanobacteria. First is the bloom. Cyanobacteria forms bloom. Actually, in bloom, toxins are produced, and these toxins can be neurotoxic, that is, they affect the nervous system, that is by mimicking the neurotransmitters, say for example acetylcholine. So the damage is the entire nervous system. Or it can be hepatotoxic, that is affecting the liver, or it can be dermatotoxic, that is affecting the skin, or it can be cytotoxic, that is affecting the entire metabolism of all cells in the body. And so these are the various type of toxins that are produced in bloom. Apart from bloom, these toxins are also produced by the cyanobacteria when there is no bloom, but certain cyanobacterial cell that has died has lysed. On lysis of the cell wall, the toxins are released in the water. Even without bloom, we can get these toxins. So these blooms, they are present in throughout the world, and different area have different bloom of abundance of different cyanobacteria in the bloom. And these blooms are found throughout the world. In temperate region, they are found only during the summer season, but in the tropical region, they are found throughout the year. And these are the blooms. Okay, next is the symbiosis. Symbiosis, symbiotic relation of the cyanobacteria is found with the cycas, Anthoceros thallus, the azolla, and lichen. Cycas is a gymnosperm, the root of which contains the Anabaena, and the Anabaena helps in nitrogen fixation, and the photoassimilates, that is the carbohydrates, they are obtained from the cycas plant. In the Anthoceros thallus, Anthoceros a bryophyte, again the carbohydrate is obtained from the Anthoceros thallus provides carbohydrate to the Anabaena, and Anabaena in turn provides the nitrogen fixates, that is ammonium salts to the Anthoceros thallus. And water fern azolla also, they have the Anthoceros azolla, Anabaena azole, and they also have the same type of mutualistic relation. And in lichen, fungi, cyanobacteria and green algae, they form a commensalistic relation, and this is the symbiosis. And one thing I should be telling, that in nitrogen fixing nodules of the legume, they do not contain the cyanobacteria. They have nitrogen fixing bacteria, but they are not the cyanobacteria. They are actually rhizobium bacteria. And this cyanobacteria accumulates particulate organic carbon, that is a particulate organic they are the accumulator. The particulate organic carbon are actually living organisms, especially the microscopic organisms that actually need a substratum on which they can ferment their own biofilm. So this cyanobacteria, they acts like an accumulator of particulate organic carbon, that is organisms on which they actually act as a scaffold for the growth of other organisms. In biotechnology also, we can find widespread use of the cyanobacteria. The cyanobacteria actually they have antibacterial, antiviral, anti-cancer, antioxidant property, and a lot of other properties. These properties are used by the biotechnicians for the greater good of humankind. And cyanobacteria also forms part of the biological soil crust. In the biological soil, actually the biological soil crust is a layer of soil with the organic matter that is found in the arid region of the world. This biological soil crust prevent soil erosion, and they have organic matter in the biological soil crust is fungi, lichen, and other type of mosses, and also macro and micro invertebrates living in the soil crust. So cyanobacteria, they are important part that helps in nitrogen fixing in the biological soil crust. Cyanobacteria can also be a good food supplement. For example, spirulina, that is used mostly as a food supplement, especially for those who want to lose weight, because cyanobacteria, this spirulina, it is a non-fatty source of carbohydrate. Now is the quiz. We have discussed biological soil crust in the last slide. And so, what are water bear or moss piglets that are present in biological soil crust? This water bear or moss piglets, they are actually they are micro invertebrates, that is the arthropods, and they are called water bears because their body is just like beard. And also it can be called moss piglets because of their movement, very slow toddling movement, which resembles that of a pig. And this water bear or moss piglet, they feed on the biological soil, the fungi, the plant content, or the algae that are present in the biological soil crust. However, this moss piglet or water bear, they are the tardigrades. These tardigrades also feed on other arthropod also, and this one main characteristic of this water bear is that under very high arid condition, that is when there is a high temperature and total absence of water, then they convert into just a ball. Their entire body, the long cylindrical body, segmented body, is converted into, it loses water and converted into ball-like structure. And that ball-like structure, on return of favorable condition, they imbibe water, and they start their metabolism. During the high aridity ball-like structure condition, there is no metabolism after only after return of favorable condition, that is when the return of moisture condition, they convert back to their cylindrical segmented body part, and they start metabolizing. This loss from the state of zero metabolism state during the extreme adverse condition, it is called cryptobiosis, where metabolism is completely stopped, slowed down in animals under adverse condition. But this cryptobiosis or anabiosis, it is found in many type of animals, especially insects, which survive in high aridity condition. So the answer would be option B, tardigrade. Water bear or moss piglets are tardigrades that are found in the biological soil crust. So thanks for watching the video. In this video, I've just discussed the thallus structure, the reproductive strategy, and the biological importance. But I have discussed an overview of the cyanobacteria in the previous slide. So please observe, watch both the part 1 and part 2 of this video to get a complete knowledge of the cyanobacteria. I'll be soon coming with more videos on the cyanophytes, and I'll be discussing various cyanophyte species according to their order, and I've also made more videos in algae and lichen. So I'll be putting the description, putting all the videos link in the description box. Thanks for watching this video. If you if you like this video, please share it with your friends, and subscribe to get more updates of the recent video I make. Thank you.